Welcome to our channel. Today we should learn one of the most important topic of income tax, that is tax evasion. So let's start our today's topic, tax evasion. Our tax evasion means the method by which a taxpayer avoids its tax liabilities or reduces its tax liabilities by adopting various unlawful means or by adopting unfair means is called tax evasion. Generally, tax evasion is considered as a crime and for which a taxpayer may be punished, or the tax authority may impose high penalties or huge amount of penalties on the taxpayer, or sometimes the tax authority may initiate prosecutions against the taxpayer due to tax evasion. Generally, a taxpayer adopts various unlawful means or unfair means in order to reduce its tax liabilities. For example, the taxpayer may make benami transactions or it may conceal its income, or a taxpayer underreport its income. Then next is it may claim excess deductions. The another way of tax evasion is non-disclosure of capital gain, and next is claiming personal expenses as business expenses. So these are the various examples of unlawful means or unfair means which is adopted by a taxpayer in order to reduce its tax liability. That is, it may make the benami transactions, that means make the transactions in the false names, or it may conceal its incomes, or under reporting of the income or the actual income may not be reflected in the financial statements, or it may claim excessive deductions sometimes, and taxpayer may not disclose the capital gain and claiming personal expenses as business expenses in order to avoid or in order to reduce the income, and so that the tax liabilities can be reduced. These are the various examples of our tax evasions. So features or various features of tax evasion are: it is an illegal activities or illegal procedure, it is concerned with concealment of income. The next feature is it encourages Benami transactions, and the next feature is the taxpayer should be punished for tax evasion. Then our next feature is it creates or generates black money. Then our next feature is it reduces tax liability by adopting unfair means. It is considered as a criminal activities. So these are the various features of our tax evasion. So let's repeat again. It is an illegal procedure. That means a taxpayer may follow unlawful procedures or procedures which goes against the tax laws in order to avoid the tax liabilities, and it also encourages the taxpayer to hide its income or concealment of its income. It also encourages to make Benami transactions in order to avoid the tax liabilities, and the taxpayer should be punished if it is proved that he is intentionally reduces the tax liabilities by making any type of tax evasion activities, or it may creates or generates the black money of the nations, and it also reduces the tax liability by adopting unfair means. That means unlawful means which is not permitted by the income tax authorities or by the Income Tax Act. It is considered as a criminal activities, and for which the taxpayer may be punished or high penalties may be imposed, or sometimes the taxpayer may be prosecuted for the tax evasions. So these are the various features of our tax evasions. So now come to our reasons of tax evasion. So there are so many reasons those are responsible for the tax evasion. Some of the most important reasons of tax evasion are high rate of tax. Then next point is changes by frequent change in tax laws. Then next reason is loopholes of our tax laws and ignorance of benefits of tax payment. Then next reason is complex tax laws and our next reason is corrupted system. Then our next reason is existence of large number of taxes. Generally, these are the reasons of our tax evasions. So, the various reasons are the imposing of high rate of tax encourages a taxpayer to avoid the tax or to minimize their tax liabilities. Then the second reason is frequent change in our tax laws. So our tax laws are frequently changes time to time. That is also considered as one of the reason of tax evasion. And the presence of various loopholes or drawbacks or limitations in our tax laws also encourages the taxpayers to reduce their tax liabilities by adopting various unfair means or complex tax laws. Or the most important reason of tax evasion is the ignorance of benefits of tax payment. That means the taxpayer is unknown about the benefits which is availed by paying the taxes in time to the government. So this is the one of the most important reasons of tax evasion. Complex tax laws and corrupted systems in our administration is also encourages, or the corrupted systems in the tax authorities also encourages the tax evasion. And last but not the least reason of tax evasion is existence of large number of taxes is also considered as one of the reason of tax evasions. So now come to the various effects of our tax evasion. Various effects of our tax evasion is it affects welfare activities. Welfare activities are affected. Then next effect of tax evasion is it creates economic inequality. The next effect is it creates black money. Next effect is government unable to undertake developmental activities. And next effect is it encourages inflation and value erosion. So these are the effects of our tax evasion. Generally, due to the tax evasion, welfare activities got affected to a large extent, and it also creates economic inequality in the society. That means rich becomes more rich and poor becomes more poor. It also creates black money in our nation, and government also unable to undertake developmental activities due to the lack of revenue in the hands of the government. And the last but not the least effect of our tax evasion is it encourages inflation or value erosion. So these are all about our tax evasion. So repeatedly watch this video to develop your knowledge on tax evasion and share it with all your friends in order to give them opportunities to develop their knowledge on tax evasion. Thank you.